Hi there, learner. Last week, we have entered a gallery and explored the different traditional costumes and attires of some ethnic tribes in Mimaropa and Visayas. These two regions are also home to many architectural gems and exceptional cultural products. Many of their arts and crafts are undeniably the product of many influences, such as the political and religious situation in the area. In this video, we'll be opening an album and see pictures of different architectures, sculptures, and wares of Mimaropa and Visayas. The Visayas region has a lot of noteworthy and historic churches. This comes as no surprise since it was one of the earliest places colonized by the Spaniards. Here are some of the notable churches found in Visayas. Santo Niño Basilica. This is the second oldest church in the Philippines, located in Cebu. It houses one of the most important religious sculptures in the country, the Santo Niño. It was erected on the place where the image of the Santo Niño was discovered during the expedition of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. The current church, which was started in 1735, is the fourth church in the area devoted to the Holy Child. Baclayon Church. This is the oldest Roman Catholic church in the country. Formerly known as the Immaculate Conception of the Virgin Mary Parish Church, it was completed in 1727 using coral stones and bonded using egg whites. Its interior features an altarpiece carved with indigenous plants and animals decorated with gold. Taoist Church. Another noteworthy church in Bohol is the Taoist Church, formerly known as the Church of Our Lady of Assumption. It was built in the late are many houses that are deemed historically and culturally important by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, or NHCP. This commission is tasked to save and preserve the structures for us to appreciate and value the rich history of our country. Preserved houses are called heritage houses. In Silay City, Negros Occidental, there is a large concentration of heritage houses. The 1800s brought a great prosperity in the area due to the sugarcane industry. Many of the residents were able to afford the construction of many of the country's architectural gems. Although many of the houses have been destroyed by war or have deteriorated due to neglect, there are still about 31 houses that are protected by the NHCP. Some of the protected houses in Silay are the Halandoni Ancestral House, the Balay Negrense or Gaston Ancestral House, and the Hofilinia Ancestral House. The Halandoni Ancestral House and the Balay Negrense were converted to museums. These heritage houses are the Visayan version of the Bahay na Bato, which are made with the finest wood and the sturdiest stone. The houses have high ceilings surrounded by high and wide windows decorated with intricately wrought iron grills. The interior of these houses features elaborate and flowing wood carvings that divide the rooms. Aside from our historical churches and heritage houses, we also have traditional sculptures. Talented sculptors are not only limited in Luzon. The MIMAROPA and the islands of Visayas are home to many sculptural artifacts. See some of the examples. Manunggul Jar. The Manunggul Jar found in Palawan is one of the most important archaeological finds in the Philippines. This burial jar is incised with dots and wavy designs on its top and covered with a lid that shows two figures on a boat. One of the figures is rowing the boat, while the other is in the fetal position, which is believed to be the representation of the deceased. Santo Niño. The Santo Niño is one of the most popular religious icons in the Philippines. It is the first Christian statue brought to the country by Magellan in 1521. The statue was given to the wife of Raha Humabon. It was later found in the ruins of the village unscathed. The area where it was found is the current location of the Church of the Santo Niño, where the statue is also currently being kept. The Santo Niño is considered to be miraculous and has survived numerous tragedies. It has many replicas that portray the Santo in different outfits and seen in different festivals. Moriones Mask. This is one of the most eye-catching props used in a festival. Traditionally, the Moriones mask is carved from wood, brightly painted, and decorated with paper flowers. It is carved to look like that of the Roman soldiers. The features of the face of the soldiers are exaggerated to incite ridicule from the onlookers, which is also part of the penance of the participants. The mask is heavy and uncomfortable when worn, but is endured by the penitents as part of their sacrifices for the Lenten season. Mimaropa and Visayas are also home to many cultural products that showcase the region's talents. Basay Mat. The Basay mats, locally known as banig, are made of pandan leaves that are stripped, boiled, dyed, and woven. Banigs are found all over the country, but in Basay Samar, this simple object is a work of art. This mat uses the indigenous tico grass. The mat is surrounded by decorative patterns which border the main artwork like flowers, landscapes, and religious figures. Unlike the other mats where the designs are woven, its designs are embroidered after it has been woven. Capiz Shell. The province of Capiz is known for its Capiz shells or window pane oyster. This is used for everyday wares like windows and lanterns, or even as jewelry. It comes from the window pane oyster whose outer shell is translucent. After harvesting, these are processed to produce a thin yellowish flake. Tingkop. This is a product of the Tagbanwa in Palawan. The tingkop is a woven harvest basket. This cone-shaped basket is made of strips of bamboo supported by rattan. The Tagbanwa weavers used the variations of the natural colors of the bamboo to create a design pattern. It is mainly used to carry rice seedlings.